Hello friends and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. On today's episode we are doing Natty's story. I'm not sure what it is about. I'm sorry, I totally forgot her part in all of this. But let's see what she has to say.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Okay, let's...
Where could Archie have gone?
I guess Mr. Bickles is not at home.
Right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here
Don't
when
worry.
Harlow... When my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave in case he comes back home.
Don't worry, ma'am. Barry Holmes is on the task.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Well,
Please,
you're asking the
don't worry,
wrong
Mr.
person.
Sickle. We will bring...
Where are you?
When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
Yes, we were too late. Mr. Pickle
What
is
did
dead.
Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned.
It's
Archie?
not something of a
Archie
hideout.
Bickle! He
It's
would
more
not have
something
done
of...
this to his own hideout.
Hello, I'm here,
Someone
look
came
at
here
me.
looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of
Revelio.
finding out which way he went.
Okay.
There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I
Okay.
thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Where are his footsteps? Here. Okay. Come on, Uganda. Uganda forever.
Run!
Where?
For a fight.
Incendio.
Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum!
Oh, arrest the momentum. Nice. I'm gonna take Accio. Shame we didn't see that one.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with the
Revelio.
Wolfpack. We
He
should look
might.
around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
I
He
don't
was
know,
likely
Holmes.
running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again.
I don't know how Revelio is going to
Archie
help
went
us.
this way.
I already used Revelio like 2 times before that. Jeez.
I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw.
Oh, probably his father dying or
I hope he
something like
didn't
that.
see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio again.
Revelio.
He doesn't have any more footprints leading anywhere. This is his stuff, I suppose.
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh. Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see
Yes, they
Thestrals
are.
too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it.
Revelio.
Still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced
Why
something
did you
like that
stop?
at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother
Oh,
was
that's a
away,
white
and I felt
Thestral.
quite helpless.
A green one.
It was a long time ago in some ways.
Look at this
But
one.
in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving.
No, I wonder if I can catch him. Let me try. Where are you going?
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expecting.
Oh, come on.
It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your They got your
Damn,
baby
Incendio
set.
is quite strong when you're close to the enemy. Okay, we are inside the
Did not
huge tent
expect
again.
this tent to be so large on the inside.
Yeah.
That complicates things a little.
Magic. Yeah, let's go down. We cannot go through here. Always the long
You don't
path.
think he saw it happen, do you? He's just a child. We should release him. This is the sort of thing that could draw unwanted attention.
Okay, that wasn't that hard. Huh.
What was that?
I don't know, turn around.
Prefectus totalis.
Well, this was quite easy. Where are you? Oh, you're down under. In the cage.
I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Aloha, Mora.
Come on, Archie, get out. Or you can stay there and talk.
He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, that was quite easy. I was scared we're going to run away together. That would take a long time.
You're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother.
That acting.
His friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
Oh, don't worry.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I don't think I
I'm sorry
will.
again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Of course, of course. Don't mention it.
So frustrating.
What is? Hello, Gundam mother.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned,
My
but
little
you must
gazelle.
not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Listen to your mother,
So
Natty.
frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is.
Yeah, true.
I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment
tell
you
her, Barry.
discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Harlow, not hide from him. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank
But
you
she
for
can
being
spank
here
your
during
butt
that rather
if she
awkward
knew.
conversation.
And I guess I'll hear from you soon. And here we are
you
to
ready
meet
to put
Natty.
an end to Harlow?
Yes, I am.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well.
Okay, I'll do the hard part.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I don't see you tied up now, but hey, it's your choice. If you don't want to listen to your mother, then don't. But I would listen to my mother. Kids, please listen to your mothers. They know what's best for you.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well.
And put them to
Here's
court.
the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. Oh yeah, that's the letter she talked about.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Don't
Now,
worry,
to
it's
find
not.
Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
You
I
know
held the note
who?
behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment.
Otto
then asked me to
Voldemort is
check
not in
on
this
all
game.
He'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Okay, okay, I'm off.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
They are all very scared of that guy. I don't know for what reason, he doesn't seem very strong to me.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
No, he's waiting for me outside.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You
Very
said
true,
that Harlow
very true.
committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just
Dulcibella.
completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with
So,
Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to
Harlow
find
only
Natty.
wants gold as far as we found out. He's not interested in nothing else but the gold. Like that's gonna bring him happiness.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Okay, run back, Barry, run back.
Historically speaking, there's never been.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand.
Uh-huh.
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Okay, follow the footprints. She was taken inside.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
You happy about that?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Hmm.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Oh, there is Barry. Just pull these barrels towards me.
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I'm not in that such a hurry.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Find love letter and find the book.
Using that girl as bait, Ammon's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stops after hours.
Can I go around here?
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps
Petrificus totalis.
That's mine, thank you.
it's exhausting. Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up. Work for him.
Oh, I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
Should I try?
I found a cadaver.
Show yourself!
I believe I won't. That was easy and fun.
Plenty of spoils in Cambridge. Never disappoints.
Oh no.
Estimated you. Quite conductive, aren't we? Defender.
Oh. Bye bye. This is the
The
letter.
book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. I'll be thrilled to have this back.
You are just annoying, my friend. Now you can go to sleep.
Now you've done it.
Oh, more of you? Jeez. Do I have anything to throw at you? Yeah, that's the stuff.
Bombarda. Incendio.
They never learn. They
Rebellion.
never learn. Ooh, big chest. Have you heard that?
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would
Us?
realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven. He will tell you what you need.
I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
Oh, the cops are here. You can see the light.
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best.
Detection,
where it
I
might be?
killed everybody.
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Better just tell him.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to...
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Where's your stupid wand?
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
In where? Betty? In where?
Revelio.
My wand is somewhere in this room.
Aloha
I can
Mora.
tell.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okay, okay, I'm all the way here. Wow, that was a huge explosion. Nice. Okay, are we gonna...
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And
Are we gonna stay here and chat or just go away?
To your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Oh, don't you worry. Prepared I am. What fight again? Come again? We are fighting whom? Do you see anybody? Didn't think so. Come on, Natty, hurry up. Maybe we'll fight outside. No, we'll exit in Hogsmeade.
Put an end to Harlow once and for all.
We can try. Oh, Officer Singer.
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
I'm troll dispatcher, goblin dispatcher. What else? Bird finder. I don't know. Grabhorn savior.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
As you did right now.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Oh well, as always, leave it to the authorities. But authorities can be corrupt, slow, not as efficient as I am.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Has your mother allowed that? Go ask your mom for permission. So we are meeting in public.
I've been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
She would never let you out of the room
again. Has Officer
again.
Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has
Probably.
not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father
How was
and I
that
were
a
galloping
beautiful
in the
day?
savannah.
Come on.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
If you would be able to protect yourself, he would be alive today. That's like saying if your grandma had any wheels, she would be a bike. Come on.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received. Some days are more difficult than others.
And now she's gonna cry, and I'm gonna be pretend that I'm good and that I mean well, and blah 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 blah.
Is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matabeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Are we going to do something now? Are we going to hunt him down? No, we're just gonna stay here and eat, I think. Bacon. Bacon. And it looks like a homemade bread. Not the store one, the fluffy one. I don't like fluffy bread. What else do we have here? Some tomatoes, some cookies, fortune cookies I think. And this is huge chicken. And chicken legs. And what is this, another chicken? Okay. Also it's repeatable, but we have some potatoes here, some ribs. Damn man, I'm making myself hungry. Why I like to torture myself by looking at this? Let's just continue on, shall we? Just run away from this food.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all.
Yes, let's do it.
What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Okay.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant.
I hope we are going to
Harlow's
finish
reign
this.
ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already
No.
sent her an owl to let her know
Okay.
that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look
Probably
around.
inside. Wow, we knew there was an ambush and we walked straight into it. Ooh.
They got what they deserved.
Okay, there's the boss. There's the main attraction.
In it, and her excruciatingly loyal companion.
He's Irish?
You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride
he's Slytherin.
myself on my problem-solving skills.
Come now!
Just one Adava, baby. Oh, I need... Okay, okay, sure. Just slam that space. Kedavra, baby, never fails. What now?
Natty! No!
She hasn't died, has she? There's no way. Yeah, she's okay. In a wheelchair, but okay.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother.
She's gonna do me. Oh, man. Okay, we're in the hospital.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you
Fun
were
fact,
alright.
this is the first time we are sitting in this game. Actual sitting, I think. I would remember if we sat anywhere.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh. Oh my. I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it.
Yeah, I cannot believe it.
Based on instinct, my father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me.
Okay,
It's
Natty.
always good to see you.
It might be the most important in your life, but I doubt I'm gonna see you ever again. I'm just being honest, you know. Okay guys, that was it for Natty's story. We made Hogwarts a safer place for everybody. We should feel proud. And that was it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Consider subscribing. It would help me a lot. A ton. If you want to see the playthrough of the entire main story, I will put a link down in the description below, so you can check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!